Can you introduce yourself for me?
Yeah, so I'm Staci Snyder. I work at University of California, Irvine. I do memberships and customer sales. I have been there for about 6.5 years now. So I started when I was a student, had in like 2004 or 2005, I think. Got involved and fell in love with it. I actually was a psychology major and didn't want to go into rec. It was always a back of my mind kind of thing, but once I started working at Sonoma State, it kind of fell in love with it and was invited to my first conference and have been to every single one since then. My first conference I was invited by Pam Sue. She was the director at Sonoma State at the time and my direct supervisor. I started getting really involved at Campus Recreation when I started working there when the building first opened and kind of fell in love with it and started getting involved, moved my way up the line. I have a good bloodline, so she knew where I was coming from and knew that potential was in me and kind of knew where that came from.
So we're going to bring in your father. Can you tell us who this is?
Yeah, so this is, for all of those who don't know, it's Mick Deluca, UCLA, is also another reason why I got into the profession. He's actually who introduced me to Pam Sue at Sonoma State and kind of put that connection together while I was there.
Hello, Mick.
Hello.
So can you introduce yourself to us, your current title, and just a little bit of your background?
I'm Mick Deluca. My most important title now is I'm referred to as Staci's dad. And, so that's very good. But now at UCLA as Assistant Vice Chancellor at Campus Life.
And how long have you been there?
27 years.
Wow. So this isn't your first conference either.
It's, too many to count, but it's a very surreal conference. Kind of like the Yogi Berraism, deja vu all over again.
So can you tell us a little bit of what it's like to see your daughter change her direction and then where she's landed in her career?
Well, I think nothing's more rewarding to see somebody be able to follow their own passion, and it happens to parallel your own. So each year it's a different kind of personal family reunion when we meet at the conference.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Family reunion, right? Yeah. So also what a lot of people have said is relationship building. So what is it like having a family member but also a colleague at the same time?
I think it's the ultimate continuum of what we do as a profession. I think it's, if you think about paying it forward within your own personal life, that's what we do with all the folks we meet here in NIRSA.
Yeah. And so this year is really special. We wanted to congratulate you on receiving the Honor Award. Can you tell us a little bit about what your thoughts are and how that's affecting your experience this time around?
Well, it's the most humbling recognition one can get, and it's very rewarding to walk the hallways with longtime friends and colleagues and continuing to meet new people. So it's extremely meaningful.
Yeah. Yesterday we had a fun experience because we're standing here at the Ribbon Wall, which is something new that we're doing this year. And Staci felt a little overwhelmed because she was standing here with your wife, and she had a long list of ribbons that she had to pick up for you. So what do the ribbons stand for you? What do they mean to you?
Well, and what a great idea having a ribbon wall. I think it is not meant to really be about anybody's personal accomplishments. It's actually a way of breaking the ice for others. I think it's a great talking point. I mean, no matter what we do in NIRSA, there's a ribbon of recognition. And so I think this is just a nice visual, and it's a different way to build community within the profession.